here we go. Yes, that's right. We have another unboxing video. Yes, that's right. And today we are going to unbox the Garrett Ace 400. Yes, that machine. A very, very good machine. A good machine that is probably a pretty decent introductory machine. It's probably like the next step down. I can tell you this next step down from the Garrett AT Pro. And you guys can actually see a field test of this machine in the March 2017 Western and Eastern Treasure magazine. So, yeah, for more info, you might want to check that out. All right, gang, you ready? Here we go. This is the box. Okay, we covered that. Now, how about we start opening her up? All right, gang. Stay tuned. All right, and the first thing that we are going to come across is the warranty card. Do fill that out and at your earliest convenience, send it off to Garrett. And like I say, I only had one issue with my AT Pro, and Garrett's customer service was wonderful. My coil was acting up a little bit, and straight away they sent me a new one, and I had to send my old one back. But other than that, like I say, top notch Garrett's customer service. Anyway, gang, yeah, we're going to set that aside. Next thing we come across is a Garrett Clear Sound Easy Stow headphones. All right, we're going to set that aside. Next thing you come across is this is a good thing to have. I actually had to buy mine separate. This here is a coil cover. Now, that coil, the head, does probably 90% of the work. And yes, they are expensive, and yes, you do want to protect it. Good thing to have. There is a good accessory, if I may say so myself. I believe outside the box, they said 3 accessories were included. And gang, here we've got the owner's manual. You do want to read that. Valuable info in there. Now, I believe with the AT Pro, yes, with the AT Pro, we got a little instructional DVD. I do not believe the Ace has that, but there are plenty of instructional stuff online from the Garrett company if you should ever need it. But anyway, back to the instruction book. You know what? Read it. And inside is going to be the little washer and the nut and the shaft pin and that kind of good. What is this other? Oh, okay. And this other thing is a protective covering for that. So that is handy dandy. So, and it's the other thing, now I'm thinking about it, I think the AT Pro came with some batteries. I'm kind of shocked that the Ace did not. But that's beside the point. And that, again, is just a little cover for that. It'd be kind of neat, but I think I want one of these for my AT Pro if they make them. I'll have to check. Anyway, gang, stay tuned. And real quick, gang, yes, it did come with batteries. They are installed. So, yeah, how about that? All right, stay tuned. Here we go. More to come. All right, gang, there is the shaft attached to the head of the unit. Now, basically the construction is very similar to the, if not exact, to the AT Pro, where when it's packaged, this shaft and that shaft are actually inside one another, and you just unfasten the tightener and pull it out. And of course, eventually you will select the appropriate height for that particular user. Look, it's like a little hat. It's a bonnet. It's a bonnet for your metal detector. I think my AT Pro might be jealous. I think my AT Pro wants a, yeah, it wants a hat. It wants a bonnet. But seriously, it would actually keep dirt relatively down on your screen, on your buttons. Yeah, you know what? I may inquire about it. Anyway, gang, that there is the hat, bonnet, protective cover. I like calling it a hat better. Protective cover. A hat sounds better. All right, gang. All right, gang. Well, you have to cut this. There's usually a tab that's connected to this to hold the head or the coil in place. But after we cut that, we can unfold that and get at the coil. And yeah, we are going to go ahead and stick that on. But first, you know what might be a good idea? Instead of sticking that on and then trying to monkey around with the protective cover, we're actually going to put the protective cover on first. That way, it's just kind of a little easier to maneuver without it being attached to the end of the shaft. So yeah, we're going to do that first. And then we'll go ahead and stick that on there. All right, gang. Well, we have the protective cover on. Now you can see there's a little lip here. Now, for you beach hunter people out there, and if you want to use this around the dirt, and you're going to get sand. It's just unavoidable. Every now and again in between the protective cover and the coil. And every so often you may want to clean that out. Because if you get a little bit of black sand in there, it may affect the performance. But you just want to make sure it's nice and firm on there. You want to be firm, gentle but firm. And it just snaps right on. And like I said, this is a wonderful accessory to have. Because, yeah, again, you just want to protect it. Alright, gang. Our two little rubber gaskets, or washers. There's 3 little holes. And those 3 little holes there's 3 little pegs molded inside this shaft. And they just fit right over top and get inserted. And of course, there's another one on the other side. And then we're going to take that, feed that into the shaft like so. Take your little plastic bolt and slide her on through. Now these things are only plastic. So yeah, folks, you want to snug it. Don't over tighten it. And again, you also want to make sure that it's secure, but yeah, because you want this to be snug. And you also want to make sure your shaft cams are snug. Don't over tighten, you'll break it, but you just want to make sure they're snug, because sometimes you'll get a little performance issue if things aren't on snug. Even with the Garrett AT Pro, I'll double check those cams before we get out there and start swinging. Because yeah, sometimes you may get a little bit of falsing if things aren't, again, snug. So yeah, gang, that's that. And next up, we're going to take the coil, wind it around the shaft, plug her in, and yeah, maybe we'll even take out the headphones and do the whole 9. All right, gang. Stay tuned. All right, gang. Well, next up we have the headphones. Now, these headphones have a different kind of jack than what the Garrett AT Pro have. The Garrett AT Pro has the fancy plug, which makes the unit watertight. And this just actually has like a normal, large-sized headphone jack. And of course, it's going to go right there. And again, in case you're wondering about batteries, voila! There they are on top of the unit. Now, of course, you know, the Garrett AT Pro, they're actually underneath of all the electronics, which actually is sometimes quite awkward to deal with, but this looks fairly simple. What a good design. Anyway, guys, we're going to put this back on. We've got the headphones set up. And yeah, I think this machine is ready to roll with only minimal adjustments as far as for height and for coil adjustment as far as tilt. All right, gang, let's have a look. You ready? All right, we got the hat on, the bonnet, or the protective covering. I still like calling it a hat better. A bonnet makes it sound like it's Amish. But we got the earphones plugged in, we got the cord, and we got the coil on. I say this machine is ready for some treasure hunting. So alright, gang, well, that there is the unboxing of the Garrett Ace 400. And again, like I said, what a great introductory machine.
Well, what are you hanging back for?
I don't want to see dead people.